Hi, I'm Lucinda Eubanks, and I've been a fine artist for over 30 years. And today I'm going to teach you how to create your own monotype. You'll only need a few supplies, and what I'm using today is gouache, or what some people know as tempera. Your children used it at school when they were in elementary school or maybe junior high. I also have a piece of glass. This is a 4x4. If you don't have a piece of glass, you're always welcome to use a lid from your prunes. Any type of paper works, but I'm using watercolor paper, and obviously water and some napkins. So what we're gonna do is start off, let me show you this first. This is what I'm gonna be recreating. This is a painting that I did for all the rooms at the Ritz-Carlton in St. Thomas when I was the artist that did all their artwork. And I'm gonna recreate this. It's not gonna look exact because this is, it's kind of like a little surprise. You're not quite sure what you're gonna get because it is a reproduction, a print. So what I'm going to be doing is painting around two shapes for the clouds. And this is a cerulean blue that I'm using. And then I'm going to jump into the green. I've added a little bit of the cadmium red just to give it a little more interest. I'm going to create two islands. And there we are right there. And then I'm gonna come in with a blue that has a little bit of green in it, taking me back to my Caribbean days. And I'm gonna leave a little bit of space in between the island and the water for beach. And there's one boat right there, the hull, and then the other one right here. What I named this as is You and Me by the Sea. So a little bit more paint there on the glass. I always try and clean off my brush when I'm getting into a new color. So I'm gonna push this down onto the paper. This is called burnishing, and try and get as much paint on the paper as you can, and then what you're going to do is lift it off. So this is what we have so far. Doesn't look like much, so what we're going to do is take a brush with a little bit of water, and I'm going to create those clouds a little bit better. Maybe one a little bit smaller than the other. And kiss the top of the island there. I think the islands came out really nicely. So there's two islands right there, and then we have my two boats anchored off the beach. There we are. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some of this yellow ochre, which is going to give me a feeling of shallow water, and there's a little bit on the beach there. See how it's integrating into the green? I love that. It's a technique that you won't get with oil. Now we've got this little space right here, so I'm going to get back into the blue that I used for the sky and come right in between there. Ta-da! I'm going to add a little bit of that yellow ochre onto the clouds. There we are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry, and then once it's dry, I'm going to come back in and I'm going to pop in the two masts and the rigging, and we're going to call it a day. But so far, so good. Okay, we're back, and now I'm going to get into the white gouache, also known as tempera. And I'm going to Pop the mast in right here. There we are, and then the sails, and then the rigging. How's that? Ta-da! Alrighty, so let's have a look. I have a mat here. Not bad for 5 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to contact me, Lucinda, at artbylucinda.com.